and welcome to the Halloween spectacular of the Weebs, the Dweebs, and the Interweebs podcast. I'm Anna, and that's John. Actually, I gotta go this way. I keep forgetting that it's all flipped around. We are all dressed appropriately for Halloween. Oh my God, I can't. All right, we'll start with Miko. Why don't you go around and introduce yourselves and tell us what you are?
Hi, I'm Miko, and I'm an 80s babysitter running up your fucking phone bill and yelling at your fucking kids. And hopefully
And
not
eating
getting
everything
ready.
in your damn fridge.
Go to bed! My boyfriend will be here in 10 minutes! You little shit!
Jay, what are you?
I am the current version of the Cheshire Cat.
Hot.
Very nice. John?
Known to disappear at random.
I am Mac, the inappropriate sexual health bull. Remember, kids, if you stick a finger in a butt, wear a glove.
You just came to our school like an hour ago. I hate you.
I did.
I bet he did come at your school about an hour ago.
I did, in both accounts. I'm the sexual health
And
teacher.
last but certainly not least, Nev. Are you gonna reveal what you are?
I am
That is the best thing ever.
Oh my gosh!
That is horrible.
for this thing. Am I in the right place?
You rainbow unicorn. No.
Okay, so I've been an alcoholic for 19 years, and
What have I told you about reading your dad's speeches before to bed? Go to bed!
This is an
I'm gonna call the Goblin
appropriate
King on you.
size for a
please
cock ring.
do. I mean,
He's nice.
straight as can be, everybody has to respect the bulge.
Oh yeah, bulging it up.
What the hell
So
was that noise?
tonight we are going to talk ghouls and goblins and all things ghosts and monsters because it's the week of Halloween.
Is
And-
it?
No,
Yeah, the whole we're not going to be sober on Saturday.
What?
So most of
Wait,
us are not
just
going to
Saturday?
remember Halloween. So we're gonna start with- Until Nev finishes.
He's singing the Halloween
They played that
song.
commercial on TV like 12 times already tonight, and I don't understand.
I'm wearing my
You hear that
shamrock
knocking
mask.
around? Is that knocking around coming in from this house or y'all's?
I think it's yours. I think it's yours. Okay.
Nope, my house is completely dead.
Maintain contatum before starting this thing.
So, first question: do you believe in ghosts,
Absolutely.
and
I
why?
talk to them often.
You talk to them often?
haven't
I do,
seen
in
it, but I
fact.
know.
Well, it's a different experience every time. The first time I ever saw a ghost, I was 8 years old. We lived in a house that was built in like the early 60s. And our landlord, his parents actually died in the house. So his mother was the first ghost I ever saw. She liked to play with the stove a lot. And like I used to think my sister was nuts because she would yell at her, "It's like, cut it out, old woman! I'm not fucking around with you or whatever." And I'm like, "You're fucking nuts!" And then she was standing in the kitchen and looking at me, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, this is real shit." All right. But yeah,
Oh,
something.
shit.
Right. But yeah, I see them, I hear them, I smell them.
You smell them?
I do smell them because there are some drunk ghosts and some that really like fucking Old Spice. Like they douse themselves in it before they died or some shit. Mostly I see family members, especially if shit's going wrong. But the other reason is because I am an avid root worker. I do hoodoo. It's a family kind of genetic thing. So ghosts are a thing.
Spoopy.
Spoopy.
What about you, Jay?
Quit
Do you believe
knocking
in ghosts?
around upstairs and go to bed.
Nah.
Fucking kids.
No, you don't.
Nah.
Nah.
What about you, Nev?
I'm here, aren't I?
Oh, he's a manifestation of his spirit on Earth because he is like 800 years old. We have established this. He just lives forever.
854
I
to
mean,
be exact.
There is evidence in that stare. I mean, once you've got the Nev stare, you really kind of want to kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
Yeah,
And
so he
John,
doesn't even
I'm
have to
afraid
say
to
it.
even ask. I'm afraid of your answer.
He's possessed right now.
I
He's
believe.
possessed right now.
I believe in ghosts. I was touched by a ghost one time.
Would you like to show us on the doll where they touched you? Get the fuck out.
Oh, I'll show you on me. So the ghost came into my bedroom. He looked just like my uncle, who had been dead for 5 whole.
All right, see, this is why
2
I don't make
years
you like
ago.
you, 'cause you talk too damn much. Go to bed.
What?
So, okay. All right.
I'm gonna go.
So, let's just say.
Yeah, he didn't take you fishing in the bushes, did he?
Oh yeah. How did you know? Remember, kids,
Because she has
prophylactics
the Ouija board.
are not just good for
I do not fuck around
wieners.
with Ouija boards, contrary to popular belief. I do
They're
not.
good for your elbows too. You got to get that weenus covered.
Can you look at? Can you look at?
No.
Spin around 3
God, what
times
is
and
that
see if you
doing?
can look at that.
So, okay. Say we all believe in ghosts. Say ghosts are real.
Yes.
And
I'm not going to
you-
say it.
Well, you don't have to say it. We can pretend. Let's pretend. Let's use our imaginations.
I don't have an imagination.
I like to use
I sold it.
imagination.
So,
Yeah.
if you were a ghost, what would be the who would be the one person
Fucking
you would
weirdo
haunt?
kid.
What would I know? What is this happening? Somebody give him his medication.
Somebody give him
See, I don't
some
like
of that night
medicated
juice.
kids either. See, I don't do that. It's too much fucking work.
I'm
Night
just,
juice.
Like sleepy medicated kids.
I'm just
They better be asleep when I get there.
touching my
Because
fans
you're naked.
out there.
They're going out at 9. These parents are already going out at 9 o'clock.
I'm just touching my fans. I have lots of fans out there.
Who would you haunt? Who would you haunt? Or where would you haunt?
Who would I haunt? Oh, that's
Who or
simple.
where?
Oh, who?
I would haunt my. I would
Oh,
haunt.
God.
Ooh, where is a better one? Because people I'd hunt is just for spite.
Can I
would
haunt
totally
multiple
hor-
people?
I would totally Horcrux it. I would like give things of myself out so I could just show up in their houses. Like I would Horcrux it totes.
Can-
There's several people I would haunt.
Can I
But
haunt
where is a
multiple
better
people?
question?
I think I'd haunt an item. That way I can travel.
What item?
Well,
Like a ring or a necklace or something.
Something you'd have to wear. That'd be.
I
so if you
honestly,
go by supernatural rules, it would have to be an item. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna give people several pieces of my shit that are important to me, so I can just show up in those spaces.
I
But
think,
like a place.
in all seriousness, I think I would go
For the
like,
rest of eternity. It's just and if the place goes to hell, then you're just like, guess I'm stuck here.
I think I would go the
I'd have to
like.
say a library.
I worked there. I already haunt a library.
Nah, a university library. One of the coolest ghosts I've ever run into in my life. In the basement
No,
of
Now, if you're
very
going to haunt a
college.
library, it's got to be a Library of Congress. Just get to fuck around with
Hell
with
yeah.
a bunch of old dudes.
I think I would do an old hotel, like an old up in Boston or something. Yeah, sure. Yes, like Hotel California. A hotel, like one of those old hotels, because that seems like fun.
I would go the
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow, Ernest Scared Stupid method. I would want my soul bound to a tree. So, like, if you ever chopped the tree down or you encanted at the tree, I would arise.
And
I would
touch
go-
them
I
appropriately.
prefer it calling it the Nexus thing, because if you chop down my tree, I'm going to destroy Fern Gully. But I'm going to have Tim Curry's voice, so it's all going to be good. You're going to
All
root
gonna
for
be great,
me
then.
because I'm toxic love.
He is toxic love.
So here's something actually I was reading up on the whole ghost situation. Why are there no prehistoric ghosts? Like, have you ever thought about that? Like
No ghost dinosaurs?
caveman ghosts.
Now that all depends on how we're defining ghosts, because you would have to it would have to be an intergenerational definition. Otherwise, it's just us trying to figure out, okay, it has to be a shape, it has to be a form or whatever. But who says there aren't prehistoric ghosts? They just can't communicate with us very well.
Maybe they're the ones who become poltergeist the most often because that's what they know.
Throwing shit around.
angry.
Oh my God! What is this microwave? Ah!
that makes sense though. I feel like that makes
Legit.
sense. Like, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be haunted by a velociraptor. I feel like that's probably the worst kind of ghost. Or maybe a T-Rex ghost.
You know what? Maybe that's what hellhounds are. Hold on. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Domesticated ones for sure. I've never seen any, velociraptor ghosts. Because I would be fucking excited. But domestic, yes. Usually little angry dogs. I don't know what that's about. Those are the ones I've seen. And a cat.
Here was a fun question I found about ghosts. If a fish died in a fishbowl and then the fishbowl is moved, does the fish ghost haunt the area where the fishbowl was, even though there isn't any water?
Well, okay, so if you move, a haunted house, like that's the same question as if I die in a trailer.
Which is probably how you're gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that's how I'm going out anyway. Would I, in fact, if that trailer was moved to a different location, would my ghost follow it? Or would I just be stuck in a vacant lot somewhere? And why don't we have more vacant lot ghosts?
Why do we not have more vacant lot ghosts?
Because it still counts as an item that can be moved, you'd be tied to that item.
Ooh. So essentially, is it just one item and a thing? Because a lot of times when they take those trailers, they scrap them and put them in other places. Am I tied to, like, what part of that trailer am I tied to? Like, is it this wall panel?
Most of a trailer is metal. It would be melted down. So everything made with that metal.
Would I haunt every little item made with it? Would I have to, like, constantly
a bunch of tiny little ghosts.
Yeah, like a little tiny little ghost. It's time for tiny smokes! Boom, motherfuckers! I'm tiny!
You can't, like, throw big shit around.
And that was without voice lines. Just throwing that out there. Natural voice.
I'm so glad you've come, Father. Our dollhouse has been haunted. We just bought a bunch of little furniture for it, and we don't know what's going on.
Boom, motherfuckers!
Wow, I'm suddenly reminded of Beetlejuice.
I was thinking more like with the little ashes running around.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. See, that's where my brain went.
I take it back. I would want to be Beetlejuice. That's who I'm going to end up as a ghost. We all know it. Because you say, if you say Dondero 3 times, you know I'm going to be there already. Still alive. And if you say my name 3 times, bam, where am I? I already came.
Well.
No, John, that's your OnlyFans account.
Say my name 3 times, and I promise I'll come.
And I don't know. Nothing happened on this end, but I don't know about your end.
Did you hear his voice a few minutes ago? I think it worked.
Someone say my name 3 times. Are you ready?
Nah, you don't need that ASMR.
No,
somebody watching did. No. Somebody watching did.
I don't know.
Fraction time.
No.
I feel like I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like it would. I feel like there'd be a goldfish just sort of sitting there.
Just a floating goldfish.
I mean, and that would be part of the haunt, right? Like if that part of the table just was wet for no reason every so often.
Yes.
Giggity.
Come on, you gotta think like a writer. You gotta think like a program developer.
That's right.
Like, what's gonna sell?
Random wet furniture.
I totally binged Bly Manor this week, and I could totally write that shit. I could write it.
Is it good?
Down.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's cute. It's not Haunting of Hill House, but
Haunting of Hill House was so good, and I don't do scary stuff, and I loved it.
So good. But it was good. It was good enough to watch, to binge.
I watched Haunting of Her Hole this weekend.
Did you haunt someone's hole this weekend?
No. A lovely man named Jasper haunted mine.
Sweetie, there's no such thing as monsters. Get the fuck out of my face. Go back to bed.
I want Miko to babysit my kids.
I would love to babysit your kids. Jack would probably just not want to be bothered with me.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, Jack would be obsessed with you.
Oh, Lord.
Ever since a child, he has always had a thing for nerdy African Americans. So he would see Miko and go, "You are my dream woman."
Hot.
No.
Dang, I would be an 80s babysitter for real then.
Oh yeah.
I want a whole fucking mixtape. It's gonna be adorable.
Okay, so we're gonna switch over to monsters.
Oh, I've been called a monster once or twice.
You what?
Been called a monster
Usually
once
in
or
the
twice.
courtroom.
Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, courtrooms.
That's what happens when you take people fishing in the bushes.
Things come undone in the bushes.
Playing Find the
Ooh.
Teacup in bed with Grandma.
You guys haven't even.
whoa.
Oh.
You guys haven't even seen my true form yet.
Okay.
Next question.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
Moving right on.
right along.
What is your favorite? Ooh, I froze. What is your favorite classic monster? Not slasher film, not modern, like classic, like pre.
Like from
Like
the
you're talking
original
about like
Walking
Dracula,
Dead,
Frankenstein's
vampires,
monster.
things,
Oh my god.
Her monitor turned off.
Y'all want to keep track of how many times my monitor comes on and off?
That's 2 so
I'm
far.
totally dry.
Yeah. So like vampires, werewolves, swamp thing. Like, what is your favorite classic monster?
Classic monster.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Swamp Things give mud a bad name.
They take all the fun out of mud.
I take all the fun out of mud.
And I don't clean houses either.
wait.
If your kid tracks mud in, that's on you.
There it is. There's the other horn. I need to get my horns.
And why are they your classic? Why is it your favorite classic monster?
Okay, I would have to say, I think honestly, vampire, because one, you know, they have so much lore around them. It wasn't so, you know, it's both a curse and this eternal life blessing, and you know,
Sexual.
it's very sexual. I like sexual. I like to get sexual.
Big
I
sipper.
would agree with vampires more so on the the front that every civilization has lore about them. Not so much the sexual shit. So one of my favorite sketches is by Key and Peele, and this guy named Tyrell gets turned into a vampire, and he comes into his house, and everyone's all and all over each other. He's like, "Fuck are y'all doing? It ain't gotta be like that. And why you gotta have your fangs out? They come in and out. Look, see, like completely disrupts the whole vampires are sexy and all over each other shit all the time." And they were like, "Dude, this is gross. What is wrong with y'all?" So yeah, no, I like them because they have a lot of lore. I like them because it's one of the few stories that can be, continuously remade, and I don't get sick of it.
Have you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Mm-hmm.
Both the movie and the show. Fucking
I haven't
amazing.
seen the show. I've just seen the movie.
Again, I saw it when it was admitted as evidence.
We don't talk about that.
You're one of them fucking snitch kids. Go to bed.
I would love to right now.
All right,
being
Nev,
totally
what's yours? So we have 2 vampires.
Classic demon.
Demon?
Yeah, because you didn't have to do anything, and the demon can just come up and possess your ass, and there was nothing you can do about it.
Pretty much. And then they had all these rules put in place. Gotta ask and all that nonsense.
Oh, we
They
did it
think
again.
they're
3! No, it's 3.
Yeah,
3.
Because one happened. One happened before we
You know
started.
what? You know what? It's my personal poltergeist. It's like my ghost fucking with my monitor.
The ghost wants to talk.
Too spooky, bro. Too spooky.
All right, Jay. What about you?
Spooky. For me, I've got to join in with Nev. I'm gonna go with the classic demon.
I'm a demon.
Basically, yeah. Just so I could also make things really awkward. Show up and be like, I just want a sandwich.
Right.
Possess
Oh my god, are you here to kill me? Nah, bro. But
Nah, bro, where's the plate?
yeah, like
Where you keep
like
your
food
Grey
down there.
Poupons.
food at home sucks. So
Yeah.
like, you got any pizza rolls or anything?
Everything's burnt.
Exactly. Everything's burnt. I mean,
Everything's burnt.
look, come on, give me a bag of pizza rolls and I'll fuck up somebody's day for you. Like, chill out.
right?
See, classic demons are why I don't fuck with Ouija boards. Everyone's like, oh, let's talk to grandma. Or, oh, there's a ghost in here. Let's talk to it. You're not talking to a fucking
That
ghost.
ain't grandma.
No.
You don't get to choose who the fuck you're talking to.
And I
And usually
know.
the ones coming through the Ouija board are not grandma.
And I know what's grandma.
No,
I know
that's
how
me
grandma
with
feels.
microcontrollers.
Gosh.
I'm
enjoy
very
making them.
familiar how grandma feels.
I would have to say werewolves. I think those would be my favorite. It's just.
I always wanted to be a werewolf. I wasn't afraid of them.
No.
I wouldn't want
I
to be a
didn't say you
werewolf.
had to be afraid of them. I just
Right,
said they had to be your favorite.
I think it's like one of the more manageable, eternal curses.
Yeah, but I'd be
Like, all
worried
right,
about
give me a moon
fleas.
chart and I'm Gucci. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Fleas. I'm telling you guys.
No,
If you've ever had to
No,
deal with
fuck.
fleas,
fuck that. If I'm gonna be a werewolf, I want to become an astronaut too.
we're
Send my ass
werewolves,
to the moon.
not swearwolves.
Huh, why wolves? With an unquenchable thirst for curiosity and bloodlust.
I mean,
That's
you know.
That's it.
I mean,
Okay,
who's not
so-
down for bloodlust?
I mean.
Oh, I love some bloodlust.
Bloodlust. Blah.
So you're.
Whole moon cycle thing.
So, on the other end of that,
Cycle.
who's your favorite slasher modern monster or villain? Let's say modern monster or villain. Like,
Freddy Krueger.
Yep.
That fucker knew how to play with his food.
and I don't have an opinion about this because I don't watch like modern scary movies. So,
Krueger.
I would say
I
would have to go with the villain, but we're not supposed to talk about politics.
Go to bed. Go on. Go on. We were gonna stay up and eat popcorn and shit, but now you're fucking up. Go to bed.
Go to
Or
your
this
bed.
dude. Ah,
Knock things over.
whatever. It's my culture, guys.
oh, actually, because I have a
That
list.
dude.
I actually. Oh, nice.
I
Freddy
love
was
him.
nice, but Freddy Krueger just had
Hi,
no-
Ron.
Freddy Krueger has got to be my favorite because he does. He knows how to torment.
He was just a pissed
He
off,
does know
demonized
how to
pedophile.
I know. I love that.
That's
You
true.
love pedophiles?
What?
Did this man just tell you he went to go fishing in the bushes? What do you think? Jesus.
True.
Hey,
Jesus.
Oh my god, this bull in my face. I'm sort of a little.
Right in the bowl now.
you want the bull?
Bunch of bull.
So I.
But no, he's got two. It's the limp horn. You can't make fun of him.
Sorry, I'll play. I'll
You know, what
get
did
it
they
up.
call Finding Nemo? The special horn, the special fin.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Next
So we have
question.
Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger, and he went and who else? Jay's licking himself. Apparently, Halloween's for a day of touching yourself inappropriately.
Jay, I would like to help
Freaking
teach you how to
weirdo.
properly lick yourself.
Okay.
I'm not
And
that
so this is
flexible.
why they told me to let y'all sleep in separate rooms. Got it. Go to your rooms. Go to bed. Or the
Oh,
boogeyman is coming to get you for real.
tell me what to do.
Alright.
I like it when
Yeah.
you boss me around.
So you've been turned into a vampire.
I have?
You've been,
Cool.
you,
Again?
have, you have been turned into a vampire.
Last time it got
is-
really awkward.
This makes me drinking holy water very awkward right now.
what is the what do you do on your first night? Your first night as a vampire.
My first night as a vampire?
Hold
Go
on,
ahead,
Nev
now,
has
what
the
you-
question.
What kind of vampire? It's a very important question.
Am I a
It
sparkly
is a
one?
one question.
No, not a sparkly one. We are not Twilight
What bloodline
vampires.
are we talking?
Okay,
What
so-
bloodline are we
Okay,
talking
so you're
about
not
here?
a sparkly one, so you can leave the stakes.
Interview with a vampire?
Yes, we'll go with that one. Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
I'm fucking Brad Pitt. Number one. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm fucking Brad Pitt.
Well, who wouldn't?
I think that kind of comes with the process there.
I know.
hmm
Like,
It's required.
Or wait, was
Yeah.
it Tom Cruise? Was he the one who turned Brad Pitt, or was it the other
Yes.
way around?
Yes.
So I'm fucking Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm fucking one of them. I'm gonna put penis and penis. Remember, when
Or both of
sounding,
them.
one penis comes and swallows the other. That's how two men do it.
Wonk, 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 womp. See, this is why they're not going to ask you back to the high school next year.
Great.
You're
Now
right.
Dondero's gone into docking on the live podcast.
Okay.
But that's
Complete
just not-
sidebar. Complete sidebar. Speaking of docking, I just want to say I got the coolest fucking family in the whole world. We were playing.
I love where this is going.
I know. We were playing this card game called Do or Drink. I got like one of the first 3 dare cards. The first dare card I got was you got to text your mom and say, "Yo, I got 2 grams for $40." I'm like, "All right, cool, bet, done." Did that. My sister calls. My mom's in the background. "What the hell are you doing? What? I thought you were in the woods." Blah blah. I'm like, "Ma, shut up. You're ruining it." Whatever. They were laughing at that. Second dare card I got. You have to call up a relative and explain what docking is. So I call my sister back. I'm like, "Yo, Ursula, do you know what docking is?" She's like, "No." I said, "Okay, so it's when you take one penis, oh, and then you do this and do that." I said, my family is cooler than y'all. I didn't even have to explain it. They were like, "You can't play this game anymore." I said, "Your families just suck."
Yeah.
It's when
John just calls his uncle.
One penis swallows the other. And then
that's for Saturday, John. That's for Saturday.
Ron makes a great argument. He said Candyman. Now that is a scary bad.
I want to see the new Candyman with the
But they pushed it back.
I know, and I'm upset. Because it looks real good.
I want to see if it's going to be at least true to the thing, but his story wasn't all that, uplifting anyway.
No. Wow. Wow.
I'm dying over here. John, what are you doing on your first night as a vampire?
Oh, I'm turning into a bat, and I'm eating mosquitoes. You're welcome.
That takes skill and learning.
Okay.
Wait, could Tom Cruise? I don't think they could turn into.
No, they couldn't turn into things.
Then I don't know.
Best thing, Dracula could turn into a wolf.
I want to do that Queen of the Damn thing where he had 2 hot ladies and he crawled on the ceiling. And he was like, "We're gonna do it," and the ladies would be like, "Oh, let's do it," and then they're like, "Wait, you're crawling on the ceiling."
I think he did have a good approach to that. In Queen of the Damned, he became a rock star. I was like, "Bruh, that's genius."
I want to sing like Jonathan Davis, and
right?
Yeah, that's gonna be my life.
Like prime John Davis.
Yeah.
Prime John Davis, not 2 kids with a beer gut. John Davis.
100%.
Deb, what are you doing? You've just been turned into a vampire. What are you doing on your first night?
Oh shit!
Just finding somewhere I can live that doesn't have so much damn sun.
30 days a night. You're gonna go up to the Alaska.
But they turn into like Wendigos up there.
Yeah, not only that, but then you have to worry about summer where there's not a lot of night.
True.
Right.
Snowbird vampire.
Well, see, that's why Gary Oldman's Dracula always used to travel.
Yeah.
Why you have a summer home and a winter home and all that.
I think I would, if I turned into a vampire, my first night I'd be like really mad that I didn't exercise beforehand, and I'm stuck with this dad bod forever.
Right? That's legitimate. That is legitimate.
You have to think about you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
Does anything change? Like if I have a beard and I turn into a vampire tomorrow, if I shave my beard, does it just immediately grow back?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
Exactly the way you did.
So I just gotta hope that I don't have some goofy. I gotta make sure. I gotta be like, wait, let me get this to a good length.
I have never been so happy to have the biggest wig collection in the world.
Right. But I'll be like, dude, find me in 30 days. I've got to do that, like the 30-day cleanse, and lose some of this dad bod because I'm not spending the next eternity.
See, now you're going
kind of chubby.
Come back next month. I need 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't bite me. I'm just saying, can you give me like a month?
Yeah, I was like, I'm 100% for this, but I gotta lose some weight before I spend eternity because I don't think dad bod's gonna be that forever thing.
I don't know. Quinlan from Blade was kind of cute. He was kind of cute shirtless.
But it also does make you less threatening. So, I mean,
look at me! I have pink hair and a motherfucking bull suit.
Tactical.
Could you get less threatening than me right now? I'm pink haired asshole in a bull suit. I'm threatening as hell.
I'd be threatened if I was in an alley with you.
Yeah. Anybody shows up in the alley, I'm just like, hi, I'm wearing a bull suit. It's cool because I got pink hair.
I was about to say, it looks like BDSM toothless.
Yeah, BDSM toothless.
I mean,
Jay, what are you doing? You've just been turning. What are you doing? Your first night?
Probably rolling back over and going back to sleep because fuck.
That's That's what you're doing. You're sleeping, but you got to be up all night now.
Just wake up.
I already
Bullshit.
am.
No, technically you don't. You can sleep for long periods of time.
Yeah, you can
Exactly.
hibernate.
Basically.
Like most
I mean,
people are gonna go.
crazy when you woke up, but
I mean, if you're going the Lestat style, I mean, yeah, most people are probably gonna go watch the sunset because you get the one last one. No, fuck that shit. I'm going back to sleep.
Jay's like, out.
You just be like, fuck the sun. I'm out.
I know exactly what the fuck I would do. I
Oh,
know
what would you
exactly
do?
what I would do. I know exactly what I would do because I'm way too type A for that.
You're gonna go fucking
I got
Undertaker.
No, absolutely not. I'm going to make sure that my life is in order the way I want it. Because if I'm going to live for fucking ever, then I don't want to be bored. I don't want to be poor. And I don't want to be, just bothered. So I'm going to find the creepiest, oldest, most successful cis white male I've ever seen ever. And I'm going to go and I'm going to make him a proposition. Do you want to live forever? If you do, then you're going to have to do this, and this.
Pay up,
Financially
bitch.
secure, financially stable, and you get to live because I mean y'all have like 4 fucking heart surgeries a year, and still keep kicking. So
I'm gonna
they'll
do
never
that.
be able
I
to
mean-
get rid of you.
I mean, she's got a point, so I might have to just start making like gigolo business cards, like on my
I know,
first
I
night.
Yeah.
feel like that makes sense. Like, I'm like,
That
why
makes
is-
sense. Like at first I was like, let me threaten a CEO and like threaten to kill its kid or something, but that means I have to keep hiding, and then they could hire a bunch of people to find me and try to kill me. No, fuck that. I'm an old cis white guy that's richer than fucking God, and I'm gonna be like, yo, hon, you want to live forever, like for realsies? I can help you with that. You gotta help me though.
No,
Great,
see,
so you're gonna go try to bang Bezos.
That's gonna
Yes.
backfire because they're gonna go crazy, and then you're the only other immortal they know, and guess what? They have a bunch.
Yeah,
of
but
money
if
to
she
back it
turns
up.
them, by lore, if she turns them, she automatically has dominion over them.
Not in vampire, not in Lestat universe. They don't. Remember?
But I don't know.
Because Lily tried to kill him several times.
Yeah.
Listen, the older I get, and the
Yeah, but
more
that doesn't mean anything. You're still, it's kind of like a seniority thing. You're still stronger than they are.
Yes and no. I
Your
mean, it could
ability-
backfire, but you're also assuming I'd only bite one person.
I would also,
Great, so you're gonna go around all these CEOs and just
I
fuck
would,
their
I
days up.
I need henchmen, do I not?
I would immediately become an environmentalist
Yes, definitely clingy. I agree.
I think it'd be more manipulative.
because now that I'm going to be here for a long ass while, I really care about the environment.
Yeah.
I mean,
Think about
Fair.
it. I
just
mean,
living on a burnt out ass rock.
like right now, I'm kicking over at 50. That's cool. The world's still going to be here. But at 300, what's the world going to look like?
That's a great question.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can hang out
I'm
and see
gonna
the
start-
live action Wall-E movie.
Yeah, I'm going to start hella doing some environmental work. I'll be like, y'all, this is no longer about our kids. This is about my future.
Atmosphere,
Okay?
Yeah, because I mean, you also have to think about your supply of food. Like, because I wouldn't drink people because people are gross. I would stick, with like basic like once bitten pig's blood and all that shit. But if there aren't any wildlife, then that's a problem. So,
I
yeah,
don't
could
know
totally
though.
go to
I feel
environment.
like I would be like
No, cloning's for it.
a blood
True.
enthusiast.
Oh, there you
I
go.
would,
could bite a
I would want
fucking
to
cloning
see if everybody tasted differently. Like that would be me.
100%
I'd be
do
all
that,
greedy.
yeah.
I would be like, let's like travel the world and just like bite.
I would look
So
over
you're
at
gonna be like
whoever my...
a blood
mean, there are-
sommelier and
There are
just like
cleaner ways to do that. You can go to blood banks and sample people. They've got their names. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I would be like, I would look over at my vampire buddy and be like, you want to do Chinese tonight?
Fucking
yeah, but you're gonna be
terrible.
hungry 20 minutes later.
100%, but I'm okay with that. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling Thai tonight. You feeling Thai? They have that Korean
Yeah,
church down the road. We could go there.
Actually, he has a good point. Vampires can't get sick. In an interview, he was feeding on plague victims.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Ew.
there's an additional source.
Ew.
But see, you guys are going way. I mean,
Well, I'm
cloning.
bougie.
You just-
I'm
you just
bougie.
Get some bone marrow. Start doing cloning. You have your own infinite blood supplies. Go off to space. You don't have to worry about which planet's destroyed or not destroyed.
That was my favorite choose your own adventure. Vampires in space.
Yeah, and does it matter?
Is that the one
Like,
is that the other game your uncle taught you?
Yes.
Does it have to be like Earth-based creatures you drink the blood of? What happens if you find alien life? Can you drink its blood too?
Again, I feel like it would be an acquired taste. I feel like I would need to test that out.
I mean, technically,
breaking it down on a genetic level, it might have to, be at least a slight match to your genetic makeup. And so, who knows? Maybe alien blood isn't that great, but you wouldn't know unless you tried.
Or the fact that you're technically a demon. You just have to suck out something's vital life juices. Not the way your uncle taught you, John.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, I'm real good at that already. I'm real good.
Only if there's a lake involved.
Inappropriate sex bulls got you covered. Okay.
Inappropriate sex bulls.
I have a question. Like, if you're immortal and you can hibernate, just, next time you see a rocket getting launched off that's going to go, like, into deep, deep space, just crawl up on that motherfucker and take a nap. Till you wake back up somewhere else.
But if you sleep, you're losing power. You have to constantly feed too. And then if you're fired off into space, what are you gonna do? Just have a roll-on, carry-on luggage and shit? Be like, do I put this in the overhead bin or do I have to check this?
Technically, you'd freeze
Ron,
to death.
To answer your question, as a vampire, would smoking weed matter? Could you get higher? Could you get drunk? The answer would be no, because you need blood flow and you need oxygen flow.
No more booze,
But you could
bite
bite somebody that was bombed out of their head.
Right. What if you fed off of somebody who was stoned?
That works in Vampire the Masquerade. I'm not sure about Anne Rice's Vampires.
I was about to say, Masquerade, that does work. You take on characteristics of the people you bite. So if they're drunk, you get drunk.
I would say it does work with Anne Rice Vampires because, Louis and What's-Her-Face tried to kill Lestat with dead blood. With dead blood, yeah. So
but that was more of a trick because they kept the bodies warm. The laudanum make the body felt warm, so he didn't think they were dead.
Yeah, but it's still dead blood. And like in the Dracula, the remake, if it's cancerous, it tastes gross apparently. So
Jay said like some people the vampires were feeding off the plague victims, right? Could vampires feed off of zombies?
No, because
that's
their
dead blood.
Congeals. Yeah, it's dead blood.
Yeah,
Plague
not?
victims are still alive. They're just dying.
Arut, have you not listened to your new book yet?
Terrible.
No, I've been busy trying to, get crap ready for the stream, but that's fine.
I started re-listening to it.
Wow, I love how she just went sassy as fuck.
Listen, little mish.
She is a
I'm the one that's supposed to have claws.
A very skilled wife, actually.
Yeah,
Lord,
that was the most wife response she's
Miko
ever
knew.
had.
Miko knew. She was like, oh,
actually,
okay.
That's the sweetheart, don't make me kill you voice. That's what that is, because I have one of those.
Yeah, that's straight suburban housewife mom voice.
Right. After I pulled
that's the monster you should worry about. The Stepford Wives. That's who you should worry about.
I love that movie. Oh my gosh. And I thought, where would nobody notice a community full of robots?
Okay. We're gonna play a small game. Are you ready?
Are we?
Very true.
No, we're gonna play a small game.
Not that game, John.
Put your pants on.
No, put it away. Oh, John, are you mad? No. Oh.
No, not that game. Not that game. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Wrong game.
Wrong game. Oh, God.
I'm ready for your game, and yes, I wore nothing underneath this.
Put your pajamas back on and go to bed.
No.
I'm never coming back to this house again.
Let's play your game, Aroogs.
The game is who can sit down for the rest of the stream and never stand up.
That's right. It's like the quiet
That is
game.
in fact the game. That is the game. Call your
parents.
What was that thing in the background of Aroogs? But now I'm too distracted by the big, brilliant whiteness that is John.
So
brilliant is not how I ever describe him.
Well,
so now I'm gonna pick one person. They're gonna choose two monsters. Any monsters.
Okay.
And we have to talk about who would win in a fight.
Okay.
Winner takes all. Then whoever wins, the monster that wins, the next person has to choose a monster to fight that monster.
so it's a super fight, but
Yes.
monster edition.
Yes.
Factual.
Ultimate showdown.
You know what? I'm gonna let
homosexuality.
Jake gets to go first. You get to pick the first two.
The Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot.
Ooh.
Oh.
Team champ over here. I'm the champions ever.
I'm gonna have to say Bigfoot would win.
Really?
Well,
Why?
Yeah, exactly. But it matters where they fight.
Well, okay.
Not really, because I don't think Loch Ness is coming out of the loch much. Not too far.
It all depends is if the Loch Ness needs to breathe air. Like
No, he comes up.
Like,
he does come up,
so
but
he's like a dolphin, basically.
Yeah.
if he's
Or a
like a dolphin,
hippopotamus.
Moisturized. It might need to stay damp, so.
he could just drag Bigfoot under the water and just gator roll him.
Yeah, what if he was an alligator? They can live on both.
That's why it matters where they fight. But
Connecticut. They fought in Connecticut.
Oh God, they're probably robots.
I was about to say, they'll both electric.
In the southern state of Maine.
They'll all short out.
All right, so we're gonna have to go with Nessie then, because if we're going by just like face value, the Loch Ness Monster stays in the loch, then he could very well gator roll Bigfoot.
And he's much larger.
Bigfoot can use tools.
Bigfoot can use tools, but Nessie's got some size on him. Leoplorodon is pretty big.
But it's not a magical Leoplorodon.
Charlie!
Charlie.
Okay.
Magic Leoplorodon, Charlie.
Oh.
Shoot the non-believer! Shoot!
Anyway, I'm sorry.
So we're all voting. Nessie's winning. Nessie's winning.
winning.
Nessie's winning.
Nessie's winning.
Okay, Miko. Next, what's the next monster fighting Nessie? Who's fighting Nessie?
Nessie, it had to be one of two things if we're going with water. I'm gonna go, because if I say this one, that's a wrap, because then we all know who could beat them. Let's just be cute and say Swamp Thing.
Ooh, Swamp Thing.
Because Swamp Thing is like Bigfoot, but he's aquatic Bigfoot.
And he can grow plant growth.
But he has gills,
Like
so he
poison
has
ivy.
to stay in the water.
So he
Not
could choke out.
necessarily.
He could choke out Nessie from inside.
He could.
So I think,
He could choke Nessie with a bunch of marsh.
yeah.
Yeah. I think Swamp Thing has this. Just by powers alone.
Because that dude's got powers. Nessie ain't got no powers.
No.
Nessie ain't got no powers. Nessie's just awesome.
My butt's getting sweaty, by the way. Just so everybody knows.
Is that your safe word?
It's leather.
Is that your safe word? Oh, okay.
It's leather.
No, I think now we need to send them like an apology letter for you buying that chair.
Oh, I'm sticking to it. I can only imagine when I lift out the seat. You ever sit up off a leather seat shirtless?
Yeah, it's gonna sound like some.
Anyway, all right.
Really.
All right, what are we doing? Next question.
Bro.
So John, who's fighting Swamp Thing?
Yo,
I was about to say my dick.
Uncle Jimbo.
My uncle. He's truly a monster.
My buddy Keith.
Ellen, we need to go this way.
Let's see.
Okay.
If we're going to go monsters, Swamp versus Swamp Thing, I want to go Leatherface.
I can see that. I can see that. Swamp Thing is a mass of meat.
And
that's
tree.
pretty much how Leatherface sees everything.
Yeah, but with the healing, I'm not sure if Leatherface would be able to contend. I mean, Swamp Thing just crush his face and that'd be it.
Yeah, but he would take a chainsaw to that tree trunk.
Yes and
Yeah,
no.
but
yes
all it
and no,
takes is a gas shortage to defeat a chainsaw.
Yeah, that's true.
Or some really
True.
bad like two-stroke mix.
Well,
Or
at the
he
same
did
time,
like
though, y'all
things
got to
on
think about it. Swamp Thing, or at least the old version that was on Sci-Fi all those years ago, he actually gave a shit about like living people things. So like, while Nessie is like kind of a sea monster, he'd be like, all right, whatever, fuck you. But like, this is a person.
Yeah,
So
but you remember how
don't
he treated the bad guy in the
know.
original movie? He killed him pretty readily, so...
He did.
And
And pretty violently.
This is the bad guy that hasn't done anything to him, though. Also, you got to think about that.
He's killed other people. Leatherface has killed people.
win. Anyway,
So is Leatherface winning?
No.
So Nev's,
I don't
Nev's
think
Swamp
so.
Thing.
I vote no, Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Jay Swamp Thing.
I don't think he's winning though. I mean, I could see
Because you could
there
clog
being-
up that chainsaw with just muck.
True. So
And then it's then it's a fist fight, and you ain't winning a fist fight against Swamp Thing if you're
hell no.
Leatherface.
No.
Hell no.
So
Maybe
Swamp
if you're
Thing.
Mike Tyson, you have a chance, but no.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Swamp Thing goes for round 2. All right, Nev. Who's going up against Swamp Thing now?
Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing? Oh, gosh.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
That's what I was gonna say. That.
I was thinking about him, but there's not really a lot of lore about
Beerful Me had a good one.
What do you say?
He said Swamp Thing versus the Thing.
Oh, the Thing.
The Thing.
Oh, what about the Blob?
I was just about to say, what about the Blob?
The Blob.
I just
100%
saw
the
that
Blob
shit
would
design
win
last
that.
week. It was awesome.
The Blob would win.
I was gonna show it to your kids, but you know y'all are weak.
See, here's the thing: is I think the Blob would win against anything other than a military force.
Or the
No,
thing that
because,
came
like,
from Planet X.
Godzilla could destroy the Blob easily.
Yeah, well, that's the equivalency of a military
either-
threat.
Yeah, you either heat it or freeze it beyond
Freeze it,
withstanding point. Yeah.
But
Godzilla
like
could kill the Blob.
an individual the size of Swamp Thing could not overtake the Blob because the Blob doesn't need
There's
oxygen.
no way to defeat it.
He has too much mass. Way too much. He'd just get wrapped up like a fruit roll up.
Blob. Yeah, he'd just be
Yeah.
a blob.
Hey, he'd be a blob that can grow plants.
Mhm.
So the Blob's winning.
So it's the Chia Blob.
I concur.
Blob.
Yeah, blob.
New
Chia
from
Blob.
Wemo. It's the Chia Blob.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I love it.
100% would buy.
What was that?
I might have to make that one.
Stories?
Who?
Plant thing. Remember there was a bunch of short story horror stories, and one of them is a meteor comes down and makes all the plants grow, and the guy turns into a plant thing.
The
Yes.
Lonely Death of Jody Verrill, played by Stephen King in Creepshow 1, probably one of the things that
Yeah, I
terrified
was about
me
to say
the
that's
most.
Creep Show. That's some Creep Show shit.
That shit. That's
you
4.
Remember a movie or like some short horror film or whatever?
Oh.
This little kid, he was the only one that could see all these ghouls and goblins or whatever, and his family was trying to go on this vacation, and they stopped on like they were on a road trip. They went on this picnic, and some witch or something had done something to the sandwiches that turned him into tree people or ghouls, and so he peed on the sandwiches, and everyone was pissed. I can't for the life of me remember the movie.
Everyone was pissed.
Is that Troll?
Huh?
Was that
I
Troll
don't
2?
know.
I think it's Troll 2.
I don't know.
Ernest,
know.
scared stupid.
No.
No,
But I will say this.
we all know how to destroy trolls with Miak, all right?
Nev, for the longest time as a child, I walked in and saw that scene from Creepshow 1, The Lonely Death of Jody Verrill, and it traumatized me. And I had nightmares about it for years. I didn't know what it was. It was just like, you ever wake up when
And-
you're a kid in
And
that
yet
dream
you still
state?
invite your uncle to Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, well.
Go to bed.
All right.
I feel like you're talking to my kids because that's what they're
You're
over
a
here.
rock child, and you need to go to bed.
Should we
I
do
hope
our
the
poll?
boogeyman comes
Should
and
we
gets
should we do who wins the costume contest?
We should. We should. It's time.
Is it time?
What
It
are
is
you? What are you guys
time.
doing for Halloween while he's getting the poll up? What are you guys doing? What you playing in?
Please don't mention John getting a poll up right now. Please.
All right.
Please, no.
People who are watching on Twitch, here's your link to vote to see who you think is the spookiest in their costume. We have Miko, the
That's not fair.
babysitter.
You got naked. That's spooky as shit. That's cheating.
I know. Dude, my balls are stuck to this chair.
Ultra Spoopy.
Ultra spooky.
We have Anna, who is the undead Stepford wife, the Cheshire Cat, the Rainbow Unicorn, or the inappropriate sex bull who is now nude.
Which seems appropriate for the inappropriate sex bull.
Inappropriate sexual who's now.
You don't know what I'm doing behind this pole. Oh, yeah. Because the pole is covering my boobies.
Oh, but we do. Oh.
So if you're on Twitch right now, here again is the
Just
link.
that's what I hear. Ball.
screamed. Oh, ew. Go to bed. I'm calling your parents.
Oh yeah.
Why can't y'all just be as well behaved as
gentle
ghost
slaps
child?
at the meat. It's gentle slaps.
Disable video only works for
Gentle slaps at the meat. You just gotta slap it gently. Just put it around. You tenderize the meat. Don't tender.
Oh no.
Don't look at it.
Inappropriate.
Just play with
We
it.
already talked about this. We're not allowed to talk about the meat. Not allowed.
Do you know what's sad, Aruj? Right now, me and you are tied at 50%.
Yep.
So half the audience thinks you're terrifying. The other half, thinks I'm terrifying. Does that mean the other 50% are attracted to the inappropriate sex pool?
You know what? Maybe you should threaten them that you'll stand up. Maybe that will eventually move the votes around.
If I don't win, I'm going to stand up. I am going to stand up. And you guys are getting to see where I have my tattoo at.
Video. Oh, hey, look, I can't click this video.
See that. No one needs to see that. Vote, damn it.
Oh, no. Aruj is now winning at 66%. We're going to see some wiener. We're going to see some wiener. Everyone's going to get the mushroom print.
Yeah. What are y'all doing for Halloween?
I mean, this.
Wiener?
I'm doing exactly this.
Oh, yeah, you're quarantined. So.
Yeah, you got the Rones.
Yeah, you're already having a spooky Halloween.
Well, I'm not allowed in certain areas during certain times of the year. Neither's my uncle, so me and him are going to watch a movie together.
Yeah, he has to put signs in his yard when the kids are out trick-or-treating.
Oh,
Aruj, you were winning. I'm at 33.33%.
Meanwhile, everybody else is registering to
vote.
You're
at 667.
Registering for others.
Register to vote. Don't do the same kind of registration I had to do, kids.
Inappropriate sexual, indeed.
Thoughts and abrupt.
You know what I'm really offended? Aruj, you're spookier than me in the nude.
That's different.
Let that.
I don't know.
I think it was my sass. I think it was when
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am much more scared of you than me. But then again, I have to look down all the time.
Of viewers probably also remembers Lorena Bobbitt. So that's why you get afraid of Stepfords.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stop Stepford.
Oh, should we tell them what we're doing? We're doing something special tonight after the podcast is over.
What are we doing? Yeah, tell them what we're doing.
Okay.
John's putting pants on?
No. After the stream ends, we're going to end the stream. We're going to start... What the fuck was that?
That was my monitor going out for the 80th time.
This time.
This is going to be really fun playing this. Okay, so after this stream ends, stay tuned on this page because another stream is going to begin. The podcast crew... Minus Nev because he didn't download the game. He doesn't like the game. He hates us.
It's a 4-player game anyway. Wouldn't have mattered.
Oh. Well,
it does matter, Nev.
Nev and Spirit. We are going to play Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
And we're going to get real spooky.
Phasmophobia.
In the nude. We're going to hunt ghosts while we're naked.
No.
I'm going to be naked all night long. Nudity all the time.
This is itchy.
That wasn't what we agreed on. Wait a minute.
No.
My
well, if that's the case,
anyway, we about to bust up in there.
I'm gonna stand up. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna stand up.
So,
it's your boy, Young. God.
Yo, Ghost, it's your boy, New John.
Oh God.
So do you want to put some clothes on so we could talk about our 24-hour stream? Or are we just gonna nope out of that tonight?
I mean, I'll pull up my bear suit a little, my bull suit a little bit. So technically, I'm just shirtless.
Okay.
All right.
It's
okay.
24-hour stream.
Wait, before you do that, I want y'all to hear. This is what I heard. That was my balls unsticking from the chair.
Stick, stock, sticking.
But that was his butthole.
I got Hannah to do the mean stare. I win the podcast. All right,
everybody
go ahead.
give John the Care Bear stare.
Can I tell you the exact amount of time it is going to be till the stream? 13 days, 11 hours, 31 minutes, and 11 seconds.
I can't do it.
November 11th, we're doing a 24-hour live stream. 24 hours to 2200 for Mission 22.
We'll be a little bit more serious than that, I think.
We won't. It's not happening. It's going to get weird.
It's going to get weird.
We're going to be streaming for 24 hours, both me and Jay. We have all sorts of crazy shenanigans going on. There has been
I'm going to be blasted on coffee and 5-hour energies.
And I'm going to go only cake.
Wait,
anyway.
what?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Y'all didn't procure that ambulance standby. I wouldn't advise a diabetic coming.
Or is he just that still?
He's that still.
No, that's just
Jesus.
Nev.
Nev,
Oh, wow.
Nev can actually turn invisible. He stands so still. Anyway, join us November 11th at 8 a.m. till 8 a.m. November 12th. We will be streaming all night long.
8 a.m. Eastern.
8 a.m.
8
Eastern
a.m. Eastern.
to 8 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
We'll be doing all kinds of hijinks. Miko, I know it's your birthday, so you have to tune in at one point in time because I have a surprise for you. A surprise just for you.
Oh, are you gonna be nude? That's what you got me last year. I don't want it. I don't want it. And if you got that tattoo around your asshole change, I don't want to see that either.
No, trust me, you're going to want to tune in for this. Anyway, November 11th, it's going to be awesome. We have a thing called, I like to call it the punishment wheel.
Again, that's his Saturday podcast. Shut up, John.
No, that's the fetish wheel. The punishment wheel.
The punishment wheel, huh?
Anyway, are we going to do an outro?
We can. So.
Ah, dude!
Next week
Daylight
will be
come and
post-election.
John put pants on.
We're not doing anything serious next week. Next week, I got something planned. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna.
See,
nothing.
last time John said that, his uncle popped out of a cake.
Do you guys want to meet
Well,
my uncle?
I'm
He is
saying
literally sitting under the table right
I
now.
told you not to go eat cake in the bushes with them, but you didn't want to listen because you're a bad kid.
Fuck you. They said cake,
Can
and
I-
my fat ass kicks in and goes, "Wait, I don't give a shit." Cake.
Can I-
No, the answer is what kind. Like when somebody says there's cake, you go what kind. Like,
So-
No, you don't.
Everybody watching?
Not when you're my fat ass. They put free cake in the break room. I don't care if they poison the shit. Here's free cake. Fuck off.
Guys,
What kind
watching?
of cake is the best cake? What kind of cake is the best cake? Free cake.
Free cake.
Mika,
Free
what
cake.
is your favorite cake?
Huh?
Free
What is your
cake.
favorite cake?
Whose favorite cake?
Your favorite cake.
Coconut.
Good. All right.
That's fine.
So, guys, this
Only
is the.
because nobody likes coconut. And everyone in my family,
Shredded.
only maybe one or two people like
Oh.
coconut cake. So I get a whole cake.
I
by
like coconut.
Shredded
Your head's at.
styrofoam.
Oh, coconut.
Shred these styrofoams, bitch.
All right.
I mean, I keep trying, but you
Happy
run away when I
Halloween
get
to
out the cheese
everybody.
grater.
Happy
Have a
Halloween.
great- Be safe, please.
Don't
In
get
all
corona.
seriousness, be safe.
Don't
Have
be like
fun.
Miko. She's got the Rona.
Don't be like me and get the Rona.
Guys, if
Wear
you're
your
watching
mask.
this,
Sanitize your hands.
we're
If your
going.
candy is already
Grateful.
opened and has shiny pointy things sticking out of it, give it to me.
Send it to John.
Ooh, yes.
Send it to John.
We
Y'all
are
better be
doing.
careful. I found a whole fucking M16 in my pocket last year.
Ooh, nice.
That's okay. That's okay. I found a Tool album and a Rolo.
Oh! Anyway, the Phasmophobia will be a Twitch-only stream, so if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, please join us over at Twitch to get spoopy. We're going to get super
It
spoopy.
will be on Twitch.
And I'm going to be completely, utterly
Everybody have a great night. Y'all have
nudity.
fun. Enjoy your week.
Whatever.